After a lot of testing, Beat Saber, Smash Drums, through all the fight, I've got to say, these extended grips by Globular Cluster, man, they are some of the first extended grips for Quest 3. Not just that though, but this hand strap on here feels amazing. It is a nice cloth-like material, and it stays with Velcro. They're not compatible with the official charging dock though, that's one thing I will say, and they don't fit in the official carry case. But that's to be expected due to the elongated nature. One thing I have noticed is that these are made relatively simple. A couple pieces, all the right components in the right places. The strap is held on with some kind of glue maybe. Either way, they stayed in my hand. They did not go flying off of the controller, so that's a plus. Or rather, should I say, the controller did not come flying out of the grip. They do fit relatively nicely. It is a pretty simple fit. I am using the official charging dock. As you can see, I do have those batteries in there, so I can't leave these on when I want to charge it, obviously. But that's neither here nor there. If you're somebody, who uses rechargeable batteries all the time, or you use, just regular batteries, and you have larger hands, these are probably going to be a lot more comfortable for you as opposed to just using the controller normally, or even buying Meta's official ones. Now, as you can see, it's in my hand, and believe me, when I play Beat Saber, I play Beat Saber. I play the shit out of Beat Saber. I swing like my life depends on it, and man, they stayed in there relatively well. And when I play, I don't hold my controllers as normal. When I play Beat Saber, when I'm playing, I'm holding them, like this, just for that. I can get my wrists have better movement. Yeah, it's just more of a personal preference, really. The box is really nice. They're a newer third-party company. They make the extended grips that I know of. They have a Halo-style strap, which the Halo style strap, I believe they are sold out, and they have a facial interface, which we will be getting to in a minute in this video, so stick around. So if you're looking for some extended grips, and you got bigger hands, they're alright for me. My hands are relatively, my hands are an average size. I mean, for me, they're comfortable though, even though they extend the grip. I can see the bottom of the controller display, here in the headset. So I'm getting about that much extension on the bottom of the grip, which is really nice. Like I said, if you're playing Beat Saber and you're somebody like me who, wants to hold it down here to get that maximum swing or that maximum arc, wrist fling, whatever, it's where it's at. But now let's move on to the interface and check it out. Alright guys, if you're still here for this part of the video, check it out. We're going to jump into the interface, and this thing is really awesome. Before we get started with this though, I do want to point out the grips, you can get them on their site. $19.99 is the price. Really worth it. They're pretty nice. But right about now, let's get into this bad boy. So out of the box, you're going to get this base, and this base here attaches to the headset. As you can see, the little magnets in there, and it comes with two glasses spacers here, much like the one for the Quest 2, except these snap in via magnets. Get not one, not two, but 3 pads, and they all each have their own magnetic bracket that just pops right in there, which is really awesome. The neat thing about these, they all have the nose guard, but if you're like me, this nose guard is a little bit too small for my nose. I do have a bigger nose, but you can remove the nose piece. Look at this thing, it's pretty nice. The material, even though it's kind of clothy, but it's really soft, almost like a gel insert. The black one's the same way. But this other black one is a PU leather type material. Not as comfortable feeling as the other two, but if you're going to work out and you're going to sweat a little bit, it's a little bit nicer. It's not coming off. It's on there. It's not coming off. I have my prescription lenses in there, so let's see if this is no glasses spacer. Okay, so it is putting a little bit of pressure here on my nose. So I am going to have to remove the nose piece. And see here, there's little divots that it just sits in. You can just pull it right out, so you can take it out or put it back in. You know, whatever you prefer. Whatever your poison is. Oh, now see, without the nose piece, that is much, much better. So much better. Alright, we have our one spacer in. I'm seeing a little bit of light bleed around here. It could be due to the spacer being attached. Swap the other one out and give it a try. This is this other black one, this other cloth type feeling material there. Magnetizes right in there, pretty nice. A little bit of light bleed from this corner up here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Not the light bleed inside, obviously you can't see that, but let's try adding the other spacer. These pads are so squishy and comfortable. They would be really nice for watching movies or just long, extended sit-down gaming. If you're playing around a Demio or something. Okay, I was powered down, now I'm fully powered on. And it is rubbing my nose a little bit right at the bottom, but I do have a bigger nose, so if you don't have a big nose like me, you know, it's not going to be an issue for you. Yeah, I am fully immersed. I do see a little bit of light bleed from this corner right here. Just see if that's noticeable without the spacer on there, or if I just have it misaligned. Possibly, which I don't know how you can have it misaligned with the gaps in the magnets there and the little pinholes. Yeah, still seeing a little bit of light bleed here. Right here around this area. I don't know if you guys can see it. The crack is so thin. It's just so minute, and that's the only place it's in. Let's try taking one spacer out and just using one. You know, the nice thing about having multiple brackets like this is if, you know, you're sharing with your family or something, you can just swap one out really quick, you know, hygiene purposes. Okay, I am still noticing a massive light bleed right here. Well, not massive, but, you know, enough that it would bother you if you were gaming or watching, you know, something that's just right out of the top corner of my peripheral vision, right here. Let's try taking the last spacer out. Okay, without the glasses spacer, I am not noticing the light bleed at all. It is pretty much gone. The only downside for me is I need the spacer due to my prescription lenses raising, you know, up off of the headset lenses, just, you know, ever so slightly. But if you're somebody who doesn't need prescription lenses, I highly recommend this interface only because of the quick swap method. And, you know, if you share your headset a lot, you know, with your family or friends or something, and you want to, you know, hygiene purposes, this interface would be the way to go. Let's check out the leather feeling one. So it does not work with the official charging dock, but on their website they do say that they are working on that and they're going to release a dock of their own that does work with it. So the pleather one's not too bad. The pleather one is definitely the most comfortable in terms of, if you know, clearing a space for your nose. I mean, like I said, I do have a larger nose, so of course it appears you're going to have a little bit of light bleed if you're using that glasses spacer. So I would say if you have prescription lenses, do not opt for this interface unless you're using, you know, a Halo style strap, in which case they do have an option to choose from. I, however, do have the Elite style strap, so I had to go with the wider one made for the Elite straps. They do make a standard size that fits Halo straps. All in all, not a bad interface. Base. Attaching in with one glasses spacer. When one is attaching, I'm getting light bleed all around through here on this little corner right here. With two attached, the effect becomes more prominent. And I can notice light bleed coming in through this corner. And if you look, it's really hard to see on camera, but with the naked eye you can see it. You can see the light kind of passing through. So the spacers, nah. So if you don't need prescription lenses, right there's the way to go, because that is a really nice method of being able to swap out interfaces, and I think that's the way to go. If you have multiple people in your family using it, whatever. That's it for this episode of Reviews for Use. Come back on the next one.